Jazz cafe, night, faint darkness, the sound of a jazz band tuning up, the murmurs of an audience in anticipation. Clunk, an old school spotlight. Lights go up on young Duke, master of ceremonies. He is James Brown's brother from another mother, or at least the narrator's idea of it.
The origin of our story begins far away in the land of Imperial Russia, way back in the year 1885. You see, it all began when Tsar Alexander III commissioned a talented young jeweler going by the name of Fabergé to create a golden egg for his bride. Now the egg proved to be a smash hit amongst the royals, so much so that Fabergé was asked to work full-time for the kingdom, with full creative license to do his thing. So the eggs got more decadent, more lavish, more complex, year by year. And after a while, all the Tsar's daughters, and even his own mother, got in on a piece of the action. Sadly, Tsar Alexander died in 1894, but his son, Nikolai, proudly carried on the family tradition for another 25 years. Yet, it was on the cold October morning of 1917 that all was to change. The palace was stormed, the Bolsheviks seized control, and the royal family were rounded up and executed. And so the empire fell, and a revolution was born. But worst of all those shiny little eggs were looted and booted, falling into the hands of thieves and mercenaries. Overall, Fabergé made a total of 50 eggs. To this day, 43 eggs have been located and are now sitting above the fireplaces of the world's most wealthy money moguls. Now, you see, forgeries have come and gone, but it hereby remains that 7 eggs are still missing. Their whereabouts, unknown. Their value, unimaginable. Anyway, you don't really need to worry about all this right now because our story takes place in the future, not the past. But hey, it's good to brush up on some history, right? Okay, so if you're ready, let's hit it!
Empire Nephrite. Written by Connor Strachan and read by the author. London, the not-so-near future. Black. A tram glides out of a dark tunnel, revealing the futuristic city of London. Corporate buildings, holographic adverts, and a multicultural crowd line a utopian street. The tram enters another tunnel. Commuters, immersed in VR headsets, ride the busy tram. A holographic display reads,
New Oxford Street, 8:08 a.m.
A 20-something young man, attractive but soft-looking, dozes in his seat. He is French cinema cool, like James Bond, but without the license to kill. A work pass hangs around his neck. His name is Eli, and the mega corporation he works for is Lyco. Winnie, a 90-something homeless Jamaican mystic, knocks Eli's work pass with her walking stick. Eli jolts up and offers his seat to Winnie. The tram doors begin to close. Eli dashes for them. On the high street, Eli hurries past the impressive Lyco store entrance. VR headsets are displayed in the window. Eli turns down an alley to the side of the building. He arrives at the staff back entrance. He looks up at a facial recognition camera and the door opens. Inside, Eli paces down a long staff corridor and arrives at an elevator. Eli opens the elevator maintenance hatch on the ceiling. A white lab coat drops to the floor. Now, dressed in the lab coat, Eli takes an earpiece communication device from his pocket. He places it into his ear and speaks. Okay, I'm in. Eli steps out onto a factory floor. Factory workers inspect assembly line droids, packing gadgets on a conveyor belt. Eli grabs a cart of gadgets and glides nonchalantly down the central walkway of the factory. A cleaning droid joins the walkway in front of him. Eli puts his finger to his earpiece.
And in 3, 2, 1.
factory workers run towards a malfunctioning assembly line droid. Not bad. The cleaning droid stops outside a large door at the end of the factory. In a dark room, the glow from a computer monitor illuminates a pair of eyes.
Door access.
A monitor displays CCTV footage from the Lyco factory. A finger hits a keyboard.
And it's done.
The CCTV feed shows Eli entering the door in the factory. Back in the factory, Eli follows the cleaning droid down a narrow service corridor. He scoots past the door, reading Transport Office. The door slides open. Bob, a chubby-looking transport technician in his 40s, waddles out from it.
Eli, get down!
Eli hides behind the cart, evading Bob. Bob waddles down the corridor towards the factory. That wasn't part of the plan.
And since when does he leave that station unattended?
Eli peeks into the office. Room's clear. Going in. Back in the dark room, 2 monitors display CCTV feeds from the Transport Office. One in real time and one pre-recorded. The feeds switch places.
Camera feed switched. I see you.
Back in the Transport Office, a large console desk and an array of monitors dominate the room.
There's an access port on the console.
Eli sits down at the console and inserts an AI-loaded interface. The Dana interface lights up. A green liquid drains from it, like mercury inside a thermometer. An upload bar displays on the main monitor. How much time do I have?
Not long. Once Dana's hacked into the transport control, we should be good.
Back in the dark room, a CCTV feed showed Bob attending to the chaos in the factory. A porthole display built into a computer bank lights up. Dana, an omnipresent software AI, speaks.
Access authorized.
A liquid green cat's eye on the porthole display blinks and disappears. In the Transport Office, Eli looks up at the monitor. Okay, Dana's patched in. An animation of a convoy of cargo units linked together like a train appears on the monitor.
Dana, reroute transport. Unit 17, cargo, California. Unextracted. Uploading coordinates.
The convoy of cargo units move across a GPS map. A single cargo unit is highlighted. An alternative route branches out from it. The office door slides open.
Eli, don't move.
Eli freezes, concealed in the egg-shaped office chair. Brian, a geeky network technician in his 30s, pokes his head in.
What a morning, eh? Seems to be some trouble out there on the floor, eh, Bob? Everything all right in here?
Eli sticks his thumb in the air. Brian takes 2 steps inside the room and squints at the monitors.
Recycling unit. Huh.
Eli holds his breath as Brian lifts his trousers up even higher than they were previously.
Boy, you sure look busy today. Anyway, I better go see what all the fuss is about. Coffee at 11? It's muffin day.
Eli picks up an empty coffee mug from the console and holds it in the air.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day.
Brian exits. You didn't see him on camera?
I've only got 2 eyes here.
Back in the dark room, a bank of monitors display multiple CCTV feeds. On screen in the Transport Office, a loading bar stops at 98%. It's frozen! In the dark room, fingers frantically type at a keyboard.
They've updated security protocols. Shit! Looks like you're about to be in 2 places at once.
A CCTV feed shows Brian approaching Bob in the factory. Eli looks up at the screen in the Transport Office. Come on, Dana! The loading bar hits 99%. The Dana interface drains further. Just a bit more. You can do it! On screen, the cargo unit decouples from the convoy. Redirection complete. In the dark room, a loosely groomed hacker in his late 20s grabs a bottle of whiskey from a messy desk. He pours himself a drink and leans back in his chair. This is Zach. Thank you, Dana. And that is mission complete. Cheers.
Zach, it's 20 past 8 in the morning.
And you've got an all-staff meeting in less than 10 minutes. Eli pulls the Dana interface from the console. He exits and enters the corridor. He grabs the cart and scoots off in the opposite direction of the factory.
What are you doing, Eli?
Eli stops outside an important-looking door.
Oh no, Dana's not ready.
We don't know that. We can do it. Take it down. Take it all.
Eli, we don't have time for this. You need to get out right now.
Eli shakes his head and scoots towards the factory.
Okay, I gotta sort out the cargo. You're good from here. I'll message if anything comes up.
Good. Keep me updated. And maybe tidy up the place before I get back. Eli enters the factory and ducks behind the cart as it glides down the central walkway. Bob rushes past. Eli reappears from behind the cart. An assembly line droid goes haywire. Eli scoots towards the elevator, ignored amongst the chaos. City outskirts. The heisted driverless cargo unit glides down a perimeter road that encircles the domed city of London. The centre of the city beams with utopian light, but fades into shadier ghettos as it reaches the edges. Lyco Corp, staff area. Eli exits the elevator into a long corridor. At the end of the corridor, Eli's slimy boss Darren, mid-40s, greets retail employees as they enter a conference hall. Darren spots Eli jogging towards the conference hall entrance, but walks in and closes the door before Eli gets to it. Eli pants outside. The door reopens. You're late. But I want you front of the line. Inside a large corporate conference hall, retail employees dressed in Lyco t-shirts stand in military formation. They gaze up at a raised podium. Peter, mid-40s, the Lyco store manager, prepares to start a meeting. Eli taps the shoulder of his colleague Charisse. She's in her early 20s, French-Asian and highly sarcastic. She raises her eyebrow. The room erupts in applause. Charisse shuffles aside.
Good morning, everyone. Before we begin today's briefing, we have a short message from our CEO, Baron von Dorich.
A hologram of Baron von Dorich, the CEO of Lyco, appears on stage. In his mid-80s, he is a stoic octogenarian that has spent decades in a boardroom, but perhaps longer on a golf course. He speaks the King's English and comes from a bloodline of old corporate money.
Good morning. Each and every one of you has an important part to play in the success of Lyco.
Behind von Dorich, a slideshow plays insipid corporate photos of Lyco employees.
And just like the Californium that powers our products, you are the fuel that ignites our ever-expanding engine that has dominated the industry for over half a century. Know that you are the face of this company, because God forbid, mine is not what it once was.
A single chuckle. Charisse gives Eli a sideward glance. The slideshow plays infographics of corporate sales figures.
Q3 saw us move into record-breaking sales, up 2% from last year. You should all be very proud of your contribution to the success and future of Lyco Corp.
Charisse purses her lips and nods sarcastically.
But please, do not stop there. Keep the fire burning and do whatever it takes to infiltrate, disseminate, and dominate our customers.
Eli mutters under his breath, "You forgot murder."
Here's to a bullish Q4.
The hologram disappears. The room relaxes. Darren steps onto the stage like a bullied substitute teacher.
Absolutely inspiring. Now, just to let you all know, can you please stop clapping?
Darren stares blankly into the crowd. The applaud fades.
Okay, thank you. Today we have 4 new starters joining us from our retail exchange program. So please, give them a royal London welcome, all the way from the USA, Jared, Letitia, Brody, and Sarah.
Eli focuses on Sarah. His pulse elevates. Sarah is a golden shade of halo blonde, smart, witty, and Californian cool. Sarah waves in Eli's direction. Eli gives a slow wave back. Eli looks to his side and notices Charisse waving at Sarah. Eli blushes and turns his wave into a clap. The city outskirts. The cargo unit moves through a shady neighborhood and turns into a scrapyard. Inside a warehouse, Mei Lin, a veteran scrap worker in her 70s and member of the Chinese mafia, waves the cargo unit inside. Mei Lin opens a tank-like hatch on the cargo unit and peeks inside. She pulls out a handful of VR headsets and taps her link, a holographic wristwatch. Zack appears from the wristwatch in holographic form.
Mei Lin.
Cargo's arrived. Looks good. But we'll be lucky to get half a gram of Kali out of this. Extracting now. Be with you tonight.
Perfecto. Keep me updated.
I'll let you know when it's done. Zack disappears. Okay, everybody, let's do this quick. Lyco Corp, store floor. Eli enters a cathedral-like retail space. Gadgets are sparsely displayed. Darren stares Eli down from across the floor. Eli approaches a customer demoing a virtual reality H9 headset, but is intercepted by Charisse and Sarah. Eli? Charisse?
Oh, sorry. Were you going to...
No, it's okay.
Okay, cool. I'm just doing the rounds because we have some newbies with us today. So, this is Sarah, who will be with us for 6 months.
Eli holds out his hand awkwardly. Hi, Eli. Welcome. Sarah shakes it. Great to meet you, Eli. Their eyes meet intimately for a short-lived moment. Charisse interrupts with an inkling of jealousy.
Looking at our schedule, we have half an hour of meet and greet, then a very short break. Lucky us. See you, Eli.
Sure. See you then. Sarah follows Charisse and smiles at Eli as she glides past. Eli smiles back and gives an embarrassing single wave. Eli's link vibrates. He slyly reads a message from Zack.
Whale alert. Lady in red.
Eli spots a lady browsing H9 headsets on a display table and approaches her. Good morning. Welcome to Lyco. The lady turns to face Eli. Maria is an attractive, mature woman. Her actual age is 107, but she has undergone extremely tasteful plastic surgery, making her look 50. She dresses like a walking Kandinsky, decorated in chunky geometric jewellery. Were you looking at the new models? Maria absorbs Eli's presence. Oh, these things? Maria turns and looks at the H9 headsets on the table. 2 teraflops of additional GPU, with the addition of a neural net adapter. To be honest, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I don't even know how these things work. It's Californium. Californium, yes. Eli presses a button on the display. A hologram of a green-coloured rock appears alongside some infographics. The smallest grain of Kali can power a holographic link communicator for up to 30 days. That's why it's one of the most expensive and sought-after elements in the world. When you buy our products, you're mostly paying for the battery. I see. You are very knowledgeable, aren't you? My late husband was in the business, actually. He campaigned to have the sterling pound backed by Kali, just like gold of long ago. Fix the money and you can fix the people, is what he used to say. Eli blushes. Maria squints at Eli's work pass. Eli Ellington. How wonderfully quaint. My name is Maria. Maria Figueres de la Cruz. Maria puts out her hand. Eli shakes it daintily. It's a pleasure to meet you, Maria. Eli pauses, slightly taken aback by Maria's presence. Figueres? That's Catalonian. Catalonian? Yes! How did you know? Dali, the painter. You know of Dali? Dali was a genius. You are right. He came from Figueres, a very colourful place. Are you here on vacation? Holiday, please. I'm on holiday wherever I am these days. I have a place back home, but I spend most of my time here. Besides, the city makes me feel young. Tell me, you're a young man. You must have plenty of women running after you. You know, you needn't be so shy. You're much too handsome. Anyway, I digress. I'll need 10,000 headsets. 10,000 units? I work with several charities, in the name of philanthropy, you see. I was hoping to upgrade the entire St. Stephen's Care Hospital. Eli takes a retail device from his waist and searches on it. I understand if it's a big ask. No. I can set the order up right here. Unfortunately, you're looking at just over a 2-week wait time. Oh. But, as this is a humanitarian order, I might be able to expedite it. Aha. Yes, I can. Would you like me to put the order through now? Oh, yes, please. I usually get my secretary to do these things, but I understand. So I have you registered with a non-profit, undersigned by the... Viscount Corporation.
Coffee, rice, synthetic burger meat. Hardly the most exotic empire to inherit.
Eli smiles awkwardly and pulls up a holographic contract form from the retail device. Okay, all the details are here, and you can sign with your link. And that's all done.
That was awfully quick. Look, you've been ever so helpful. I must leave you a tip.
Unfortunately, we don't have the facility to...
Oh, nonsense. I'll send it to you privately.
Eli leans in and looks over at Darren.
We're being watched. I see. I'll write down your link address then.
Maria searches in her handbag. It's okay, really.
No.
It's really okay, Maria. But thank you.
Very well. Listen, I must dash. Thank you so much for your assistance, Eli. You've been most helpful.
And we hope to see you here at Lyco again soon. Have a nice day.
And you, dear.
Maria walks off. Eli exhales and wipes his brow. Lyco Corp. Staff area. Eli opens his locker and takes off his work pass. Darren passes by, pointing his finger. 1-1. My office. Tomorrow. Eli throws his t-shirt into his locker and stares blankly into it. He takes his jacket out and slams the locker shut. Zach and Eli's apartment. Living room. Night. An elite class apartment. The designer kind, with open plan living and a panoramic view of the city. The room is dominated by stacks of computer hardware that look out of place against the luxury minimalist decor. A framed photograph of a younger Zach and Eli wearing hoodies from London College University sits on Zach's messy desk. Zach scribbles math equations on an old-fashioned whiteboard.
Incoming call. Unknown source.
Who could that be? The feds? The mafia? Put it through cold, Dana. Chang, a fat Chinese mafia boss in his mid-30s, hovers over the coffee table in hologram form. Shit, it's the mafia. Put me on, Dana. Chang.
Good evening, Mr. Blaustein. I'm afraid I have to warn you. You may have some unhappy customers coming your way.
Uh-huh. Which ones?
The ones that wear those tight leather pants.
Wait, what? You gave those sick punks my address?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Blaustein, but they couldn't wait any longer. A software problem, which means your problem.
Chang grins, showcasing his bright green Californium-laced teeth. Chang, you son of a bitch! Chang disappears. Shit. Lyco Corp. Back entrance. Eli exits the Lyco building and notices Sarah shielding herself in a long coat as she attempts to light a slim cigarette. Here. Eli takes a Zippo lighter engraved with the initials WE from his jacket. Oh, hey there. Thanks. Cheap lighter. Eli lights her cigarette. Is that a gas lighter? Yeah, an old one. Gee, this is one classy cigarette. Hey, you want one? I'm good. WE. The initials on your lighter. It was my father's. My foster father's. He gave it to me. Along with the gas? Pricey. Yeah. It's actually his birthday today. Oh, happy birthday. You must be celebrating then. I mean, it would have been his birthday. He died a few years ago. Oh, jeez. You have any other family? No. I mean, not that I know of. The records are classified. Locked up on a Lyco server somewhere. Shit, I'm sorry. My condolences. You know, I got a bad habit of running my mouth. It was... Eli. And it's okay. Sarah, right? Hey, you remembered. That's so sweet. You know, I don't think I can remember my own name, let alone all the people I just flashed my teeth at. How long you been working here? 3 years, 2 months, and 10 days too many. Not a fan of Lyco, huh? What? The empire ruled by a dynasty of corporate dictators that screwed my father and left him for dead? It's a love-hate relationship. Oh, that's some sort of Orwellian Freudian shit going on right there. Amen to that. Wait,
You're joking, right?
Yeah, of course. Charisse bursts through the staff entrance door. Eli reads a message from Zach on his link.
Expecting visitors. Get back ASAP.
Oh, hey, Charisse. Sorry I took so long. Dickhead Darren was trying to hit on me again.
Do you two know each other?
Sarah moved into my building. I said building, I mean dilapidated school.
We were just gonna go out for drinks. Hey, wanna join us? Charisse looks unimpressed.
I would, but I gotta get back. Small emergency.
Ah, too bad. How is Zach? Still living in that Corpo Zone 1 apartment?
Zach is still Zach. And yeah, still there. Anyway, I better get going. Working tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I'll see you in the next swing.
Eli turns and walks into the city lights. Eli strolls the busy city streets. He arrives at a tram stop, carrying a Viscount branded takeaway box. A homeless man in his 70s lies on the floor. Eli gives him the takeaway box. Eli writes out a message to Zach on his link.
I'm on my way, but I have to do something first.
The tram arrives. Holographic adverts for Viscount coffee and a Lyco H9 headset project on the side of the tram. Winnie exits the tram as Eli enters. Eli looks out of the tram window as it disembarks. 2 security officers electrocute the homeless man out on the street. City outskirts. Eli walks through a dilapidated apartment block. He stops outside an apartment. The door comm reads Ellington, but it has been scratched out and replaced with Slugger. Ex-Ellington residence, living room. Eli enters a dishevelled living room. A drugged-up Slugger, a squatter in his mid-20s, deeply immersed in a VR headset, sits slumped in his own filth on an easy chair. Vials of drugs are scattered over the coffee table. Blockheads. Eli kicks a metallic object. He picks up a Monopoly board game figurine in the shape of a boot from the floor. Eli's old bedroom. Eli flicks the light switch to his old bedroom. Jazz posters, books, and some large lettering that spells out Eli cover the walls. Eli flicks the light. Wayne's bedroom. Eli enters a small bedroom. He blows the dust off an old wind-up gramophone. A jazz record plays. Eli sits on the bed and uses his Zippo to light a candle. He places it on the bedside table along with the boot figurine. He picks up a photograph of himself as a boy being lifted in the air by his foster father, Wayne. He is in his mid-60s, of African descent, and wears a Lyco t-shirt. Happy birthday, Pa. A tear rolls down Eli's cheek. Eli takes the photograph. The candle blows out. Chinese takeaway kitchen. An egg lands on a frying pan. Restaurant staff attend to their duties. Bags of Viscount branded rice are scattered around. Mei Lin scutters into the kitchen in scrapyard overalls and approaches a chef.
New order for you.
Mei Lin hands a delivery note to the chef.
Very special delivery.
Mei Lin drops a baggie containing a small green vial of liquid californium into a takeaway box. She writes a message to Zach on her link.
Your order is on the way.
Eli steps off the tram into a large square overlooked by his skyscraper apartment block. Outside the apartment entrance, a parking drone flashes and hovers around an illegally parked Harley-Davidson motorbike. Eli looks up at the skyscraper apartment corridor. Punk leather boots march down a red carpeted corridor lined with Art Deco styled apartment doors. The leather boots belong to a male punk and a female punk, both in their 30s. They are European and have menacing looking faces. They are dressed for a party in the Matrix, wearing PVC bondage attire. The male punk carries a suspicious looking flight case. The male punk bangs on apartment number 3414. The female punk presses the door com. Inside the apartment, Zach watches the punks on the camera feed from his messy desk. He puts on a pair of retro spectacles that only slightly elevates his stoner ensemble of shorts, t-shirt and sandals.
Well, hello there. Dana, open the door, please.
The punks enter the apartment. Zach spins around in his chair.
Welcome. Please, step into my office. Don't mind the mess. Hey, you guys need a drink?
Nice apartment. Is this your zaddies?
The female punk inspects the computer banks and looks into Dana's eye.
What's with all the junk?
Junk? Why, this junk is the heart of a highly illegal quantum AI built to take down the very foundations of the system as we know it. What else could it be?
The male punk slams the flight case on the desk.
The bot. It started biting.
Zach crosses his legs.
Oh, really?
1 minute she was behaving like a good little girl. Then, all of a sudden, chomp, chomp, chomp.
The male punk makes an uncomfortable grimace.
I had to hit it in the back of the head with a baseball bat.
I see. Now, has anything like this happened before? Any other abnormalities?
Zach peeks into the flight case and grimaces.
Oh, jeez.
Look, we need you to reset it. We can't deal with any more of these glitches.
Okay, obviously because of the damage done, what with the missing teeth and the baseball bat and all. You know, I think there might be some breach of warranty here.
The female punk lifts Zach into the air using a one-handed chokehold.
Are you not listening to what we are saying? It is programmed to obey, and when someone disobeys...
The female punk exposes blades from under her fingernails.
Do you even know how much Californium costs on the dark market? No one's selling it. I have to salvage it from parts by the nanogram. I don't have a robotics license, but you know that because...
The female punk puts the blades to Zach's face and runs them down his body towards his crotch.
Do you like being punished?
Okay. I think on this occasion, I might be able to offer you a new chipset. Free of charge.
And no more glitches.
You know, I need to do some analysis and...
The chokehold tightens.
No more glitches.
No more glitches.
The female punk retracts her blades and drops Zach back in his chair.
And we're going to need a new pair of teeth. I think you're gonna need a whole new head.
We can pay for the head.
So speak to Chang's contact in mechatronics. I don't design the body. I just design the mind.
Zach pauses and notices Eli standing in the doorway.
I'm gonna need around 2 weeks.
1
week?
1 day.
The male punk zips up his jacket.
24 hours.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
The punks turn around to walk away.
I think you might need your...
Zach taps the flight case twice. The male punk turns back.
Someone will be over to take it to the repair shop.
The punks brush up against Eli as they exit.
Oh, sure. That's right. We also run a babysitter's club here.
Zach spins around in his chair, puts his face on the desk, and bangs his fist in frustration.
What are we doing?
Incoming call, Jeremiah Blaustein.
Dana, just take a message.
Zach's father, mid-60s, leaves a message.
Zachariah, pick up the call. Son, I said pick up the call.
Eli places the Dana interface on the desk.
That was a close call this time.
Lyco Corp, Dorrich's office, night. Von Dorrich practices his golf swing on a simulator. A call comes through on the desk communicator as he throws his swing.
Bloody hell! Answer.
Percy, Von Dorrich's butler, in his mid-60s, appears in hologram form.
Good evening, sir.
This better be worth it, Percy. You just up my par.
My apologies, sir. Would you like the good news or the bad news first?
Good.
I've had word from the Russians. The shipment has crossed the Polish border and is now en route to Rotterdam.
Well, that was quick.
An expedited shipment was made, moving our ETA forward to mid-morning tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Now that is very good news.
Dorich whacks a golf ball.
Listen, Percy, I've decided I'll be staying in the city. I'll be back early morning for the delivery.
Yes, sir. Probably for the best, because you see, the bad news is we're having a bit of boiler trouble. We currently have no hot water on the estate.
Well, what are you doing talking to me? Get it fixed.
We have someone on the way, sir. Have a good night then, sir, and congratulations on the application.
Yes, thank you, Percy. Good night. Off.
City skyline, night. A fast food delivery drone flies up Zach and Eli's apartment building. The drone displays the message, "Walking in the air." Zach and Eli's apartment, living area. Zach solders computer hardware on a workbench. Eli writes in a notebook on the sofa. A monitor plays a news broadcast. Von Dorich and his son Teddy, mid-60s, walk down the steps of a government building. News text scrolls across the screen. Today, Baron von Dorich ratifies parliamentary abdication. Theodore von Dorich sworn in as Minister of Communication.
Delivery in Port 1.
Zach lifts up his goggles and moves over to the drone port.
The hatch, Dana. And let's have some music. Your choice.
Zach picks up a takeaway bag from the delivery drone's storage container. An oriental jingle plays. Zach opens a takeaway box on the workbench and produces a vial of californium. He inserts it into a high-tech scanner.
0.2 and change. You know, I think Mei Lin is skimming off more than she should.
Zach inserts the vial into a processing machine along with the Dana interface. The interface refills with liquid californium. Zach flicks a switch. The vial drains further. He looks over at Dana's eye in the porthole as it pulsates.
You know, we really gotta step it up. Yeah, sure.
Zach turns on a monitor that displays an animated outline of the punk's robot.
Shit. We don't have enough Cali to power the bot.
Zach carries 2 takeaway boxes over to the sofa. He picks up a vaporizer from underneath the coffee table.
What are you writing? What? Can we turn it down a little, Dana?
The music lowers. Zach snatches Eli's notebook and sits down.
If we are programmed by our upbringing, are we too not programmed like the machine? This for your new book?
Eli recites from memory as Zach takes a hit of the vaporizer.
If a machine demonstrates free will outside the constraints of a program, is this not akin to human will? Through real-time self-analysis and the revision of its errors, can a program become self-aware of its own chaotic potential, unlocking the freedom of autonomous thought? Singularity. Deep. Now this right here, I mean, it's just words that describe the code. A little pretentious maybe, but hey, you're the visionary. How much californium did we get from that transport? I told you already. 0.2 of a gram. Shit. Yeah, we need most of it to power the stick.
Zach throws Eli the Dana interface.
What's this? We have to fix the bot. Those punks are serious. They're going to kill us. We don't have enough Cali for the bot. Listen, just hear me out. It's all gonna work out. I promise. New intel. Dana, on screen.
An animation of a convoy of cargo units and a transport manifest projects over the coffee table.
Dana flagged the Lyco transport. A shipment was expedited today. Move forward by 2 weeks. Yeah, that might have been me. Let me guess. A large order of H9s. Cargo's coming in from the Neverlands. But take a look at this.
Eli squints at the display.
Notice anything? There. That unit. There's no manifest. It's empty.
The display zooms into a single cargo unit.
But is it really empty? Unlikely. Exactly. Remember the last time this happened? How could I forget? Right. Raw californium. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for. So when's our window? 9:30 a.m. 10-minute window. Right. Same protocol. Get to the basement, redirect the transport. Small problem though. Of course. Retail elevator access has been revoked. You're gonna need to clone an access card or, worst case, Still one.
This is too risky. It's too soon.
Look, if we pull this off, we'll have enough Cali for Dana's update.
Then we open the gate.
Right. Dana hijacks the network, we take down Dorich, avenge your old man's death, create a decentralized autonomous government, and hey, maybe I can finally get my old man off my back and we can move into a place of our own.
Yeah, when we have an update.
Zack looks over to a whiteboard with complex math on it.
What do you think I do all day?
Eli gets up from the sofa.
If we're going to do this, I need to calm down. I'm going in the tank.
Hey, what do you think of that new girl, Sarah, huh? You get her link?
Eli walks slowly to the hallway.
She's nice, but no, not yet.
Nice? Just nice? You really gotta work on your game, bro. Don't be so nebbish. Oh, and the lady in red, Maria. You know she's on the board of directors for the Viscount Corporation, right?
And yet she was strangely nice.
Damn, dude. What's going on with you? The lady's like over 100 years old.
Well, then the lady is a miracle of modern science.
Eli's bedroom. Posters of 20th century jazz legends hang on the wall. Eli places the photograph of him as a boy and his Zippo lighter on a bureau desk. Eli undresses, exposing his Californium-powered robotic leg. He picks up a towel from the back of a chair. He looks at a painting that hangs on the wall of a 20th century bar and runs his fingers around the edge of the frame. The painting swings open, revealing a jacuzzi-sized pool shimmering with green light.
Dana, load Duke's program, please.
Eli climbs into the holographic flotation tank and closes the door. The painting on the wall animates into a jazz club scene. Eli struts through the smoky jazz club in a long trench coat. He enters a tabled area where seated patrons watch a jazz band. Eli sits down. A barmaid sets a bourbon. Old Duke, mid-60s, plays the trumpet and salutes to Eli. Old Duke is a leathered and weathered jazz veteran. He has a striking resemblance to Wayne. An alarm sounds. Smoke fills the room. The lights strobe. Flashback. Lyco Corp. Dorich's office. Von Dorich stands in his office opposite Wayne.
You don't understand. I'm dying here. I got 6 months at best.
Mr. Ellington, I'm sorry, but you breached the rights of your contract. Your health insurance and all of your company benefits were terminated long ago. This is all water under the bridge now.
At least reinstate my pension. I got a kid. I can put him as a benefactor. Give him a better...
Your kid? You mean the boy in the lobby you were in custody of? Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. You're wasting the little time you have left, and more importantly, mine.
Sir, don't make me beg.
You should leave. Now.
Wayne grabs hold of Dorich's shirt collar.
Listen, you gotta help me.
Get off me.
Dorich struggles. A bodyguard runs into the office.
Get him off me.
The bodyguard grabs Wayne and punches him in the face.
Ah!
A teenage Eli runs into the room and kneels down to face Wayne.
No, Pa. Not like this. We can find another way.
Dorich steps forward and stands dominantly over them. His cold and expressionless gaze beams into Eli's eyes. Von Dorich swings his golf club, aiming for Wayne. Eli moves in front of Wayne, shielding him from the blow. Zack and Eli's apartment. Eli's bedroom. Morning. The alarm sounds as Eli awakes in his bed, clutching his robotic leg. Music blares out of the speakers.
You have approximately 5 minutes to leave the apartment in order to reach your destination on time.
Eli bolts out of bed and picks up a towel from the floor.
Dana, coffee.
Fast montage. Eli runs to the bathroom, living area. He downs a cup of coffee and looks around frantically for his notebook.
Where is it?
Zack is passed out on the sofa. Eli carefully takes the notebook out of Zach's hands. Eli exits the apartment, forgetting his jacket, outside the apartment building. As the tram doors close, Eli jumps aboard. The tram takes off. The tram stops outside the Lyco Corp building. The doors reopen. Eli exits and brushes past Winnie on his way. Lyco Corp, back entrance. The facial recognition camera scans Eli. The door opens. Lyco Corp, staff area. Eli bolts down the corridor. Staff breakout area. Eli slams his locker shut. End montage. Lyco Corp, conference hall. Eli joins a huddle of retail employees. Darren spots Eli and stares him down. The store manager, Peter, addresses the crowd.
And a special thanks to the floor management for really driving this home.
Eli spots Sarah in the crowd and smiles.
Now I would like you all just to take a minute to focus and be silent with me while we have a meditation from none other than our CEO, Baron von Dorich.
A hologram of Von Dorich appears.
I want you to all close your eyes and take one deep breath.
The retail employees close their eyes. Eli looks at Sarah.
Okay, now exhale.
The room exhales. Sarah opens her eyes and smiles at Eli. Lyco Corp corridor. A crowd of retail employees pour out of the conference hall. Sarah creeps up on Eli.
Oh, hey, Eli. How'd it go with that emergency?
Eli turns and freezes, hypnotized by Sarah's beauty.
Emergency? Yeah. No, that's all sorted, thanks.
Awesome. So, what days are you working?
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Part-time around my studies.
Oh, what do you study?
Business. I'm at LCU. My year abroad from Caltech.
Really? I went to LCU. Computer science and philosophy.
Big brain stuff. And you still work in retail?
Oh, I didn't graduate.
How come?
Lyco revoked the funding for my scholarship.
Well, that sucks.
No, it's okay. I made peace with it. Most philosophers didn't get a degree.
How virtuous. So you just philosophize for fun now, huh?
I write mostly.
Oh, yeah? Whereabouts?
On the sofa. The couch.
Wild. I wanted to be a dancer, but Daddy said that was just a silly little dream.
A dancer?
Uh-huh. Tap. But I also like jazz, disco.
Jazz? Really? I like jazz. Jazz music. I can't dance. And that's not a silly dream at all. They both intimately look at each other. I was thinking. Darren taps Eli on the shoulder.
Meeting. Now.
But what about
now? The floor can wait.
Eli gives Sarah an apologetic look and shrugs his shoulders. Lyco Corp, Darren's office. Darren sits at his desk wearing a H9 headset. He plays a holographic duel game. Eli sits opposite him.
Yeah, just a moment.
Darren continues the game. Eli spots Darren's security pass on the desk and reaches for it.
Bollocks! Bollocks! Shitting bollocks!
Darren throws the H9 headset. Eli moves his hand back, failing to grab the security pass.
I suppose you know why I'm calling you in here again.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Typical. Such a waste of potential.
I was wondering
Today is the 4th time this quarter you've clocked in late. You think I can't see you skulking into the team briefings?
Yeah, but
look. You have a job here. You have a purpose. There are plenty of blockheads out there plugging themselves in, shitting into a nappy, and funding their meaningless existence off of non-fungibles. Now, if you want to keep hold of your job, you better start showing a little more respect towards this corporation.
I think...
You don't think. You understand, yes?
I think I do, yes.
If it wasn't for your sales record, we would have let you go at the same time as... What was his name again? Always high, staring off into space all the time.
I think you mean Zach.
He was a useless shit! Now, for some inexplicable reason, you are consistently racking up high-profile sales. I don't know how you do it, but your metrics for this quarter make you top seller on the floor. And as a consequence of this, you've been flagged up by the business team, which could mean a potential transfer. A promotion? I can't honestly believe I'm saying this, but yes, a promotion. And the good news is, I won't have to deal with you anymore. But seeing as how unpunctual you are, and your general shitty attitude towards management, I don't think they'll take you. Despite my glowing recommendation. Darren leans over the desk. Let's get this straight. I don't like you. I don't want you here. So you either buck up your ideas and get that transfer, or you can carry on shooting yourself in the dick. Shooting myself in the dick? If you can just open your eyes, you might be able to see that I'm actually trying to help you. I don't really like firing people, but you know, I might find some sick pleasure in firing you. A shadow is seen behind the frosted glass door. Darren spins his chair around and checks the camera feed. I've got back-to-back meetings all bloody morning. Eli quickly grabs the security pass. Darren spins back around and leans back cockily. Well, Eli, I think we've had a constructive conversation here today. And I just want to say, a big well done for pulling in those numbers. Thank you. And I think I know what you're saying. Great stuff. I'll see you out there. Darren picks up the H9 headset. Eli pockets the security pass and moves towards the door. Jared, a new starter, enters and stands in the doorway. You're early. Come back in 15. Jared steps out. Eli exits. Lyco Corp corridor. Eli inserts an earpiece and paces down the corridor. Online.
Okay. Got a pass?
I got one, but it's Darren's.
Well, if you're gonna take anyone's...
Yeah. I'm approaching the elevator.
Good. You're all clear. Camera feed switched. Should be one coming any...
Charisse and Sarah walk out of the elevator. Eli lowers his head and tries to evade them. Sarah spots him. Eli! Eli turns to face them. Finished sucking up to the boss? Trust me, there's nothing to suck up to. Yeah, he does seem like an asshole. Charisse interjects. You do know access to the lower levels has been revoked, right? Oh yeah? Really? I only know because I have a temporary pass. I see. Charisse notices the lanyard from Darren's security pass hanging out of Eli's pocket. You've got a... Wait a minute. You're up to something. Up to something? Who gave you that pass? Charisse lifts her eyebrow. Eli doesn't respond. His handsome, charming gaze brings Charisse's guard down, causing her eyebrow to drop. And you know what? I don't care. Sarah, we didn't see anything. So what now? Eli smiles. Yeah. Move along. Sarah looks back and smiles at Eli as they walk off. Eli enters the elevator. The doors close. Inside the elevator, Eli removes the maintenance hatch. He pulls out a hazmat suit and drops it to the floor.
So that was Sarah, huh?
Let's hope they don't talk.
I think they like you.
Eli taps Darren's security pass on the wall panel and hits the button to the factory. Lyco Corp factory. Eli exits the elevator disguised in the hazmat suit and grabs a nearby cleaning cart.
You got 5 minutes. Go. No. Wait. I can't switch the feed. The camera's live.
No going back now. Eli scoots down the central walkway undetected and arrives at the service corridor entrance. I'm at the door.
Door's manual. Card access only.
A factory worker notices Eli. Eli taps Darren's security pass. The door opens. The factory worker gives Eli a thumbs up. Service corridor. Eli scoots down the corridor and stops outside the transport office. He takes a bug spray from the cleaning cart. Transport office. Bob, the transport technician, spins around in the egg-shaped chair. Eli stands in the doorway.
Going to need 5.
Bugs again, is it? There's nothing on the schedule. Where's your pass? Eli hands Bob Darren's security pass. Darren? I better make a call. Cheesy music plays as he waits in the call queue. I can't listen to that. Wait here. I need to get some clearance before you spray. Bob gets up and exits, taking Darren's security pass with him.
Go. Now.
Eli inserts the Dana interface into the access port. Zach and Eli's apartment. Zach sits at his desk. Okay, we're in. Ah, jeez.
What's going on?
Shit.
What?
Transport's cold. It's not on the network. It's on a fixed course.
Workaround?
Yeah, no. The only way is to reset the navigation system.
Transport office.
Which means Dana needs to take the entire transport network.
Uh-huh. Abort. Get out now.
No, we can't. This is it. There has to be a way. Eli spots the gate access card on the console. The gate.
Go. It's the only way.
Eli takes the gate access card and pulls the Dana interface.
Service corridor.
Eli looks both ways down the corridor, faced with two choices. Maybe you were right. Dana isn't ready. The code isn't stable. We need more power, more time, more...
Eli. You were right. It's now or never. Go. You got 2 minutes.
Eli scoots down the corridor and stops outside the pulsating network gate. He taps the gate access card on a panel. Network gate. Eli enters a small room with an infinite ceiling. A hexagon-patterned monolith takes up the entire far wall. Computer terminals line the room to each side. Eli stares up at the network gate, hypnotized by its green glow and pulsating rhythm. This is it. This is where it ends, and where it all begins.
Eli, there's no time for a speech. 1 minute and change.
Eli spots an access port protected by a break glass on a computer bank. He shatters the break glass. The lighting turns red. Eli inserts the Dana interface into the access port. The lighting returns to normal.
We're in. Initiating upload.
An upload bar appears on the monitor. 2%. It's working. Eli eyes up a computer terminal and deliberates whether to access it. He goes to the terminal and pulls up a birth record database on the monitor. He searches his name, Eli James Ellington. Zach and Eli's apartment. A CCTV feed shows Bob and Brian hurrying towards the service corridor. We've got company. 30 seconds. Network gate. The birth search record comes back as a match. Eli accesses it. A message pops up and reads classified. Dana begins to hack it, causing the transport upload to freeze at 73%.
What the hell's going on, Eli? We're frozen.
The liquid californium in the Dana interface drains. Sweat pours from Eli's brow. Shit.
10 seconds. Eli, abort the program, right now.
Eli pauses and deliberates.
5 seconds.
Eli aborts the birth database hack. The transport upload unfreezes. 86%. Come on. 90%. Come on. 99%. Come on. 100%. Now. Zach and Eli's apartment. Dana, reset transportation network.
Processing.
The green liquid inside Dana's eye on the porthole display dims. Network gate. Computer code flashes on the monitor. The Dana interface depletes. Smoke billows from the computer bank. A map of the transport network displays on a monitor. It's going to cause a meltdown! Zach and Eli's apartment. Zach punches the keys. Dana, reroute Lyco Transport. 281, Unit 45.
Processing.
Dana's eye dims and pulsates. Network gate. The monitor displays a cargo unit. The image flickers and breaks up. Smoke fills the entire room. Bob and Brian enter.
Get out of here! It's going to blow!
Eli, pull it!
Eli pulls the Dana interface. Electricity pumps through his body. He groans and grimaces as his robotic leg spasms. The lighting turns red and the room depressurizes. Eli hobbles for the exit as Bob goes for his walkie-talkie. Service corridor. Eli hastily limps down the corridor. Did we get it?
I don't know. The whole network crashed. The entire city is down. Transport, comms, blockchain.
Eli bursts through an emergency exit. Emergency stairwell. Eli enters the bottom of a stairwell and looks up at an infinite climb. My leg. I got zapped.
Can you make it? It's 37 floors.
I'll be fine.
Eli begins the ascent. Zach and Eli's apartment.
Zach reads a message on his link from Crazy MF Punks.
6 p.m. tonight, if you want to live.
Is the network online?
Not yet, but the cell signal's back.
Lyco Corp, back entrance. Staff members huddle around in typical fire drill fashion. Eli appears from the emergency exit and slinks into the crowd. He bumps into Sarah and Charisse.
Took your time getting out. You wouldn't have made it out alive if the building was on fire.
Yeah, the lift malfunctioned. What's going on with the networks?
Peter addresses the staff members with a megaphone.
You will all be aware that the Lyco network is down. The backup network should be up momentarily. However, some urgent maintenance needs to be attended to. A decision has therefore been made for security reasons to keep the building closed until an investigation is complete.
The staff members murmur. Darren arrives next to Peter, dripping with sweat.
Hopefully, this will all be cleared up ASAP. You will receive communication when we have the all clear. However, you are dismissed for the rest of the day. Thank you.
The staff members cheer and disperse.
Wow, does this happen a lot?
No, not really. Let's have some brunch.
Sure.
Eli?
Next time.
Okay. Next meltdown then. Suit yourself.
Charisse and Sarah walk off.
Network's online. Holy shit.
How bad is it?
It worked! I don't believe it. It actually worked. For a few seconds, Dana had the entire network. Cargo's on the way to the warehouse. Shit. We need to get to Mei Lin. Meet me there.
But how did it... Zach?
Eli weaves through the dispersing crowd. Von Dorich Estate, bathroom. Von Dorich shaves at a regal-looking sink. A news channel plays on a monitor. Percy knocks at the bathroom door.
Come.
Percy enters.
Sir, I don't want to alarm you, but... Yes, I'm fully aware of the situation, Percy. I had a front row seat of the shit show from the comfort of my own bath. Yes, sir. But it has come to our attention that the cargo unit containing... Where the hell is it? We don't know, sir. It appears to have, well, vanished. We have control on the line. How on earth did it...
Von Dorich wipes his face with a towel and marches towards the door in his dressing gown.
Put the call into my car.
Von Dorich throws the towel at Percy.
But sir, where are you going? You're not dressed. I'm going to bloody well find it.
Outside, scrapyard warehouse. Zach waits outside the scrapyard gate. Eli, still wearing his retail t-shirt, jogs down the road towards him.
Jesus, you look like shit.
Eli stops in front of Zach and bends over, catching his breath. Zach pats Eli on the back.
How's the leg? Yeah, still attached. Transport. Oh, it's inside. I told Mei Lin to wait. Okay, let's go. My jacket, please.
Zach takes off Eli's jacket.
What? You didn't have time to change?
Zach throws the jacket to Eli. Inside, scrapyard warehouse. Mei Lin sits on top of the heisted cargo unit. She swings her legs over the edge as Eli and Zach step into the warehouse.
I'm waiting. Thanks, Mei Lin. No problem. It's not like I've got anything better to do. Don't worry. It will pay off. From a recycling transport? Sure. Huh. We'll see.
Eli and Zach climb onto the cargo unit.
You bring your boyfriend this time?
You know, you should be a comedian.
Yes, I'm very funny.
Zach keys in a code on the cargo hatch.
Okay, let's open her up.
Mei Lin hits a button. The hatch swings open. They peer inside.
What the? Now that is very funny. That can't be. It was locked down. It had to be. You got screwed. Pass me the torch.
Mei Lin hands Eli a torch.
There's something down there. Might be a penny. Must have fallen down the well. It looks like a case. Mei Lin, down you go. Okay, now that isn't funny.
Mei Lin snatches the torch and climbs onto a hanging chain. She winches herself down.
It's not as heavy as it looks.
Maylin zips back up through the hatch and hands Eli the case. Eli lays the case on the floor.
The lock's encrypted.
Maylin aims a pistol at the case.
Wait! We don't know what's in there.
Eli slips the Dana interface out of his pocket.
There's next to no Kali left. But it's worth a shot.
Eli inserts the Dana interface into an access port on the case. A small display scrolls through a numbered sequence. The case unlocks.
Where are you running off to?
The male punk holds a gun to Zach's head. Maylin goes for her pistol. The female punk wraps the hanging chain around Maylin. Eli holds up his hands.
How the hell did you find
We
it?
followed you here.
You think we would let you run? The hell am I gonna run to? You think we're taking off in this? We're in the middle of acquiring some merchandise here.
What's in the box?
Right. What's in the box?
The male punk waves his gun at Eli.
Open it.
Eli freezes.
I said, open it.
Eli opens the case. A green glow projects onto his face.
Well, what is it?
A sparkling green Fabergé egg sits inside the case. A golden plaque reads Empire Nephrite.
It's the Empire Nephrite.
The Empire What the hell is that?
It looks like a Fabergé egg.
A Fabergé egg?
It's some sort of decorative artifact.
An artifact? What's it made out of? Kali?
It's made out of nephrite.
The male punk points his gun at Eli.
Don't get smart with me.
Maylin slyly moves her hand towards her holstered pistol.
Nephrite is a semi-precious stone. Jade for you dummies. Not worth much.
Zach looks over at Maylin and nods in approval.
Just shoot them in the head. We will get more for their bodies.
The female punk grabs Maylin's pistol and points it at Zach. Eli takes the Empire Nephrite out of the case. The male punk cocks his gun and squeezes the trigger.
Wait! Just wait a minute.
Eli pauses and breaks into a detective-worthy hypothesis.
You know, I have a feeling that whoever owns this will not want to see it blown into a million pieces. I also have a feeling that this is worth more, much more than any of us think. This was travelling in an unmarked Lyco transport, which historically contained large quantities of californium. It doesn't take a genius to realise that there must be some pretty expensive cargo on board. From what I remember, these Fabergé eggs were made for Russian royalty in the early part of the 20th century. In their original form, they are highly collectible amongst the corporate elite, a trophy competition from a bygone era. I don't think this is a fake. Why would they go to all this trouble for a fake? If this is the real thing, then there's only one person this can belong to. Baron von Dorich, CEO of Lyco.
Nice speech. But it's better if he doesn't know what happened to it. Hand it over.
How are you going to sell it? Whoever you try and sell it to will just rip you off and sell it right back to Dorich for a small fortune.
He has a point.
Yeah, and a very good one. Any buyer is gonna sell you down the river to Dorich. Then you'll be hunted down and they won't hesitate to kill you. Or you could offer to retrieve it. Offer Dorich your services as bounty hunters. Then, when you locate and return the highly sentimental and priceless artifact, you can name your price. And you won't have our blood on your hands. Sounds like a win-win.
The male punk looks over at the female punk. She nods. The male punk lowers his gun and throws Zach over to Eli.
The case.
Eli puts the Empire Nephrite back in the case and kicks it over. The female punk releases Maylin. The male and female punk slowly walk backwards with the case.
We still need the bot fixed.
Yeah. It might take a little longer now.
The punks vanish.
Real smooth, guys. Real smooth. Mei-Lin walks off and mumbles as she exits.
And now I got to melt this all down. Chang is going to kill.
What just happened? We didn't get shot. Oh, really? The Empire Nephrite. How you come up with all of that? The Empire? Never heard of it. Yeah. Probably for the best we, What was I saying? Nothing. Yup. Nothing. So that's that then. We're right back to where we started. No. Dana had the network. Albeit for a few seconds. But at least now we know it works. We're so close. Exactly. We get a little more power. A little? Okay, a lot more power. Then once we've got the new update, we'll get there. Right. Things are looking up then. Okay. Better get back to it. Home? Please. Eli and Zach exit the warehouse. Yeah. You know, I didn't even have time to finish my drink. Late night club. Eli sips a bourbon and watches the jazz band. Old Duke plays the trumpet and salutes to Eli. Eli raises his bourbon. Smoke fills the room and the lights strobe. Flashback. Ex-Ellington residence. Living area. Afternoon. A Monopoly board game is spread out on the coffee table. Wayne sits on the easy chair and lights his pipe with his Zippo lighter. A teenage Eli rushes into the living room, limping. Whoa! Slow down, cat. You in that much of a rush to beat me? That was the lawyer. They're interested in the case. They said we stand no chance of winning, but we might get a payout if we make their life difficult enough. Don't expect anything out of those lawyers. They're all in bed with Lyco. Wayne shakes the Monopoly dice. My roll. The dice fly onto the board. He lands a double 1. Snake eyes. Wayne moves the boot figure onto the electric company tile. Ah, shit. Wayne hands Eli his last remaining banknotes. That's me, bankrupt. It's a greedy game. And an unfair one. No. The game is fair. We both started out with the same amount of credits. Now, if I started out with more credits, then statistically, yeah, the game would be rigged. In my favor. But you're super smart. Much smarter than me. And that gives you the advantage. Even if you started the game with less, you would still win. Here, I wanted to give you something. Wayne offers Eli the Zippo lighter. I think you're going to need that for a while longer. I better go. I'll pick something up for dinner on the way back. I could make an omelette. Well, that sounds just fine. Damn, I'm running late. Wish me luck. Okay, good luck. I'll see you in the next swing. And Eli, I love you, son. Love you, Pa. Eli exits. Wayne's bedroom, night. Wayne enters his bedroom, coughing and wheezing. He sets the needle on a jazz record on the wind-up gramophone. He lies down on the bed, struggling to breathe, and closes his eyes. Living area. Eli enters the living area with a Viscount-branded carton of eggs and milk. Hey, Pa! Eli places the eggs and milk on the coffee table and notices the Zippo lighter. He picks it up and flicks it. Wayne's bedroom. Eli enters the bedroom. He goes over to the bed and tries to wake Wayne. Pa, wake up! You won't believe it! Eli pokes him. Wayne doesn't wake. Eli panics. He checks his breathing and shakes him. Pa! Eli! Your mother! She's... Pa... Not now! No! Pa! End flashback. Eli's bedroom, morning. A loud alarm sounds. Eli wakes up and stares at the ceiling, realizing he has another day at Lyco ahead of him. Lyco Corp. Staff area. Breakout room. Eli throws his jacket into his locker. Hope you made the best of your day off. Eli turns and is met by Sarah and Charisse. Oh, hey, rumor going around is inside job.
Self-sabotage.
Oh, really? I didn't hear anything.
Uh-huh. Well, better not stand around suspiciously. See you out there.
Charisse walks off, followed by Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah turns.
I was wondering, I wanted to ask you if you were doing anything after work. Tonight, that is.
Right. Tonight. Tonight I'm going out with some of the girls from my building.
Ah. Okay. No worries then. Maybe another time.
Hey, you should come.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And bring your roommate.
Yeah. I don't think I'll have any trouble doing that. Oh, what's your link?
Sarah sends over her contact.
Sent. So, it's a date.
Sure. A date.
Their eyes lock for a moment.
Nice. So, see you in the next swing.
Sarah glides off. Eli closes his locker smoothly, Lyco Corp, store floor. The store bustles with customers and retail employees. Eli receives a message on his link from Zach.
Dorich paid the punks. We have a scapegoat. All clear.
Hello again.
Maria.
Eli.
Welcome back.
Thank you, yes. You see, I was just passing through on my way to the salon, and I thought I'd swing by.
Eli notices Darren grilling Jared.
It's good to see you back at Lyco.
Oh, there's no need to be so formal.
Yeah, of course.
I just wanted to thank you for your help the other day. And as a token of my gratitude, I would like to take you out for dinner.
Dinner? Maria, that is very kind of you, but we aren't allowed to...
Dinner, tonight. My treat. The finest dining the city has to offer.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Ridiculous. You're a free man, aren't you?
I am, but I made a promise to...
I see. Loyal as well as handsome. Another time, maybe. Let me give you my card.
Maria bends over and searches in her handbag. A Californium stone pendant slips out from her blouse. Eli stares at the pendant.
So you let me know...
Maria finds the business card and straightens up.
When you'll be free.
Maria palms Eli her business card and performs a double contact French kiss.
Mwah, mwah.
Get your hands off me!
Eli spins around.
Get your hands off me!
2 security guards hold Darren in an arm lock. Von Dorich walks onto the store floor and passes by Eli. He penetrates Eli's eyes with a cold stare. Dorich continues over to Darren and is met by Peter.
This is him.
Yes. Take him away.
The security guards move Darren along as he drags his feet.
Please, sir. I don't know what you've been told, but whatever it is, it's not true.
Dorich ignores him.
Peter, tell them. This is ridiculous.
Darren breaks free and charges towards Eli.
You. It was you. You set me up. I'm gonna kill you.
One of the security guards tasers Darren. The security guards drag Darren out. Von Dorich exits.
My apologies for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. Please continue as you were.
The room reanimates. Eli stashes the business card and looks around for Maria, but she has vanished. Charisse creeps up on Eli.
It couldn't have happened to a better guy. But somehow, I don't think it was him.
Charisse pats Eli on the back and slinks off. Sarah looks over at Eli and beams a wide smile. The city streets. Night. Eli waits at a tram stop and takes a sip from a Viscount takeaway coffee cup. He slides the business card out of his pocket and flips it over to the side with Maria's details on. He ponders over it and drops it into a roving garbage droid. Inside tram. Eli dozes on the tram. He wakes up and reads a message from Sarah on his link.
The Stingray, 10 p.m. XOXO.
Eli switches the display and writes out a message to Zach.
Get dressed.
We're going out.
Eli looks up at the tram window. In the reflection, a green glow shimmers and morphs into the Empire Nephrite. A walking stick hits Eli's chest.
Mr. Eli.
Eli jolts up and offers his seat to Winnie. Winnie pushes him down with her walking stick and hands him Maria's business card.
You're awake now, Mr. Eli. But there's no time to daydream. Keep your eyes wide open, for things that shine green may not be what they seem.
The tram stops and the doors open.
There be work to do, Mr. Eli. Much work to do.
Winnie turns and hobbles off the tram. Eli looks down at Maria's business card. The tram doors close. Eli dashes for them. Black.